Benvenuti a tutti. My name is Dave Anthony Sottoducati. Welcome to another edition of Italian America Long Island. Recently, I attended the Hofstra Italian Festival and I saw a performance of the Long Island Mandolin and Guitar Orchestra. And what a fine job they did. Today on our show, we're going to see highlights of that performance, and we're going to be speaking with some of the members of the orchestra. So today I'd like to welcome our guests. We have Vicki Gleischer, Lucille DeBello-Bornaby, and Matt Gallagher, who are members of the orchestra. So tell me, how and when was the orchestra organized? Lucille?
Well, obviously I wasn't there at this time, but I understand that it was organized in the 1950s. It started out as a continuing education program for adults in the Levittown School District, and the people didn't want to break up the class. They were having such a good time, and so the orchestra formed from that, and it's been together ever since.
That's a wonderful story. Has it had the same director for all those years, or has it gone through?
No. I don't know who the original directors were. We did have one director for 27 years, and she was the director when I first joined. That was Antonina Negrelli. And then in 2014, Sue Weber, our current director, took over.
Okay, and what do the members look like in general? What's the profile of the members?
I would say many of us are retired. Some of us are still working. I joined the orchestra, I think in 2000, after I was able to leave my kids and husband to fend for themselves and come and join the orchestra for the weekly rehearsals that we do.
Wonderful. And what about the age range of the members?
I would think that the majority are probably seniors maybe, and some near seniors.
Okay.
So we've had high school kids come and go through our orchestra, and we have right now we have someone who's in her 20s, and she's also learning how to be a music teacher as well.
Okay. Now, Marty, what about the rehearsals and the performances and the repertoire that you guys perform?
Well, we practice every Tuesday, and the type of music we play is quite varied. Besides Italian music, we do some Russian music, pop, Broadway shows, and things of that nature. We also did Christmas music at one of our concerts, and so it's quite varied.
Well, where do you perform? I mean, this is a large group, right? How many people are in the group?
25.
25. So you can't practice in your home?
No. We practice in the dining room of a nursing home.
Okay. What type of performances do you do?
Well, we do festivals, as you mentioned, the Hofstra Italian Festival. We do many libraries. We do some senior centers. We do some associations in Manhattan. Some of the, infrequently, but we go there. Churches, yes, and we have a great time. No matter where we go, we love to perform for anyone who would love to listen to us.
And what was a memorable performance for each of you? What comes to your mind as one of the best things?
Shall we say it together?
We'll say it together. 1, 2, 3.
The Messiah!
We performed the Messiah at Malloy College last year.
With the Madison Theater.
With the Madison Theater at Malloy College.
It was really, in my experience with the orchestra, the first time we produced a concert. We put it together, we sold tickets. Sue Weber, our director, found the choir to sing with us. She arranged all the music. It was really the hardest thing we ever did, but it really brought us together, and I think it made us grow as musicians. And now whenever we get something hard to play, somebody says, at least it's not as hard as the Messiah. But it went beautifully, and we were very proud.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds very challenging and a very legitimate music that you do. What has this music and this orchestra done for you as a musician?
Well, for me, I started out as a violinist. I play the mandolin. I am right now playing the octave mandolin, which plays in the lower register of the orchestra. If you would like me to explain, basically a mandolin orchestra resembles and is comparable to a string orchestra.
Okay.
You have first violins, first mandolins, second violins, second mandolins. You have violas, we have mandolas or octave mandolins. You have cellos, we have mandocellos, we have one mandocello player, and we have mando basses to take the part of string basses. We have an electric bass in our orchestra, but the guitars are the heartbeat of our orchestra. So we have a full range of musical levels and harmonies.
And Lucille, what do you have there?
Well, I have an old Gibson mandolin. This isn't what I started out with. I started out with a Neapolitan roundback.
You did?
But this is a Gibson 1915 F2.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And it has a beautiful sound. And the mandolin has basically the same range as the violin.
I want to ask you now, where did you get the roundback mandolin? Because they're very hard to find.
Well, Mandolin Brothers on Staten Island, which is where I'm from.
Okay.
It was very shortly after they opened, and I wanted to buy my father a really special present because he grew up in the Depression and he always loved music and he always wanted to play the mandolin. So I went there and I bought a roundback Martin. I knew nothing about it, but it turns out they sold me a good instrument, and I gave it to my dad for Christmas. And I found an old man in New Dorp who said he would teach him. And my father never went, but he would take the instrument out and look at it lovingly every so often. And when he passed away, I took it back.
Wonderful. And Marty, what is the instrument that you brought?
This is a classical guitar. And you see these little white dots here?
Yeah.
It shows me what fret I'm going to be playing on. And the reason why it is so big is because I played in a bar, you sit in with a band, and they turned down the lights, and I couldn't see what fret I was on, so that's why these white dots are on here.
All right.
I'm partially blind. It also is amplified if ever needed to be, but in the orchestra, I don't need it to be, I don't use that at all. As you can see, it has 6 strings, and as opposed to a bass guitar, which would have 4 strings. You would read music for this on the G clef, as opposed to a bass clef for a bass guitar.
When you're playing with the orchestra, are you picking notes or are you strumming? Yeah.
The majority of times, it's mostly chords, but there are songs where I have to play like a lead.
Well, and Lucille, I understand you're also a singer in the orchestra.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the type of things that you sing with them.
I basically sing whatever the conductor asks me to sing. I love singing opera, but I guess my favorite is, the Italian and Neapolitan songs.
Well, let's hear some of this wonderful music by the Long Island Mandolin and Guitar Orchestra. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
I am the musical director. I have been their director for 3 years. I came from being a member of the orchestra and stepped into the position as the artistic director. I am a retired orchestra teacher, so I bring that background with me to the orchestra. And I just have to say that I look forward to our rehearsals every week, no matter how down I am, no matter what's going on. I get there and it lifts me, and it's the energy of all the people there and all the musicians, and no matter what level of musician they are, they're all working together for one to make beautiful music. And it makes my day, and it makes my life, and it makes theirs as well. And that's why we love performing, because we get to share that feeling with everyone else. And the responses that we get from our performances make it all worthwhile.
I'm with the Long Island Mandolin and Guitar Orchestra. I'm the only accordionist. We've been playing together for about 18 years. I enjoy this group immensely, and to do this Italian festival as anything else doing with the music. The energy is so strong that I just love it to listen, to play. So it was a great, great day, and this group is an incredible, incredible group. We enjoy each other.
Ciao a tutti e buona giornata, mi chiamo Carlo Treglia. I'm part of the Long Island Mandolin and Guitar Orchestra, and we play all our cultural songs, and many of these pieces go back many years, but people enjoy it and they like to come and see these concerts every year. I've been at it and play guitar for many years with the orchestra, and they all enjoy it, so come again next year.
along.
My name is Jonathan Goodman. I'm a tenor vocalist. I've been singing with the Mandolin and Guitar Orchestra about 8 years, happily, enjoying belting out Neapolitan songs and Italian arias. Thank you.
Sul mare luccica la strada tiempo, la riva e l'onda prospera il vento. Sul mare luccica la strada tiempo, la riva e l'onda prospera il vento. Venite alla Ginevra che famiglia, Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia. Venite alla Ginevra che famiglia, Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia. O voce Napoli, o suo beato, come sorridevole creato. O voce Napoli, o suo beato, come sorridevole creato. Tu sei libero dell'armonia, Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia. Tu sei libero dell'armonia, Santa Lucia,
Hi, my name is Alessandra Holmes. I play in the mandolin group. I play mandolin. I've been playing for about a year or so with the group, and I really love playing with the group because it really gives me a lot of experience of really just learning to play another instrument. It's just so great and wonderful. I absolutely love it. It really just gave me experience of, you know, trying another instrument, really knowing what it's like to really play something that's so different, and the music that we play is even great. I mean, some of the pieces that we've done, I've sung it, but to just even play it is even something else.
And I'm the mandocello player in the orchestra, And I love playing with the orchestra because the people are just really kind and the music is really interesting and very different from what I play in my everyday life. So that's why I love playing in the orchestra.
Hi, my name is George Walsh and I'm in the Long Island Mandolin and Guitar Orchestra. Been with the group since 1997. I'm in the guitar section and I really enjoy the ballads and the tarantellas and the waltzes. I have many friends. I was in Italy earlier this year with my wife and son. It was a great time and I love being at Hofstra every year for the Italian Festival.
I plan to keep working with this orchestra to continue getting better, getting more powerful, getting more performances, spreading our music throughout Long Island, New York, Manhattan, wherever we can play. We reach a point in people's hearts that's different than any other type of orchestra. It brings back memories for a lot of people, so that's something that we're always looking forward to, of expanding, as well as expanding our repertoire and our knowledge. So it's always a forward-moving thing. I've seen the orchestra change over the past 5 years. I've seen it grow to be much more musical, to be much more advanced in their playing ability, allowing us to do almost anything you can imagine.